Hello and welcome to UGC channel. So since there are two papers in UGC NET exam, paper 1 and paper 2, where paper 2 is law subject on which you have a complete holdover, whereas paper 1 is based on teaching and research awareness. Hence, in order to be considered for JRF and eligibility for assistant professor, the candidate must have secured at least 40% aggregate marks in both the papers taken together. So this makes the paper 1 important in every sense. Though under NET exam every topic is important, you cannot skip anything given in the syllabus. So just to make your preparation easy, I have highlighted some important topics on which you should place a prime focus upon. So first unit is teaching aptitude. So under this unit, place a special focus on levels of teaching, learner's characteristic, online methods of teaching, and the evaluation system. Honestly speaking, this unit is easy to remember. So even if you haven't touched this unit or you are doing the revision, then just going through by these topics will place you on the safer side. Second unit is research aptitude. You must be knowing that research is a core portion of academics. So this is a special topic which is important for your NET exam and for your career as well. So do as much revision as much as you can. Hence the topics I mentioned before you, they are non-skippable, right? So let's start with the methods of research. So you must know that how many methods of research are there and place a special attention to experimental research. Then there comes qualitative and quantitative methods of research. So just try to understand that what are they and difference between them. Third one is steps of research. So for this, just make a note that what steps are involved under the research, because the chronology based question might come from this part. Next one is a research ethics. So this is also the important part under the research aptitude. Last one is just try to know that what is workshop, seminar, conference and symposium, and just try to understand that what is the difference between them. Now the third unit is comprehension. If I talk about its difficulty level, then it's medium. So practice it moderately and there is no need to commit your significant time after this. So what you should do is just pick some comprehensions from past year papers and practice them, and that will be helpful for you. So this is the portion to which you can give the least time. The fourth unit is communication. So being the smallest unit, it's one of the simplest portion given in the syllabus. It's easy to prepare. And if you have observed, then in the previous attempts, a good number of questions has been always asked from this portion. So under this, your focal point should be that what is effective communication, what is verbal communication, and what is non-verbal communication. Also just try to understand the concept of classroom communication and what are the essential ingredients or elements involved under the classroom communication. Next important subhead is barriers to effective communication. This is the most important topic under the communication. So just try to remember it, and it's quite easy also. Last one is the mass media, that what is the role of mass media in the society. So these are the things which you should remember under the communication. Next unit is maths and DI. So the maths, reasoning and DI, they are the separate modules, though I merged them here for the easy reference. So being a mathematical portion, you should be aware about the conceptual part. So keep solving them from the sample papers and the past year papers. This is definitely going to work for you. And being a major portion, probably if I talk about the maths reasoning, then at least 5 to 6 questions have been always asked in the previous year paper. So don't try to skip any part given under the maths reasoning, right? Whether it's ratio, whether it's blood relations, whether it's profit and loss or interest, right? Secondly, if I talk about DI, you know this is a must-come topic. So 10 marks is always fixed for the DI. So keep practicing this as well. Next important unit is logical reasoning. I personally feel this module is quite tricky and technical in nature, but of course your opinion might differ from mine. If I talk about its level of difficulty, then from moderate to difficult level questions they might come. And for most of the time, if you have seen the previous year paper, the theory-based questions and the statement-based questions were asked from this part, right? Now, if I talk about the important subheads, they are inductive and deductive reasonings. right? So just try to understand their concept and the difference between them. Next is the fallacies. What is the concept of fallacies? How many different types of fallacies are there? Third one is the syllogism. So just try to practice this as well by drawing the diagram. The fourth one is the Indian logic, or we may call it as pramans. So just try to understand, just try to remember that how many types of pramans are there, and also try to remember them with the example, because this is the most important subhead under the logical reasoning. Last one is the Anuman, Vyapti and Hetva-bhas. So for them, just know their structure and their guides. The 8th unit is Information and Communication Technology. So under this, just try to note that what are the general abbreviations related to the ICT, what are the basics of internet, what are the digital initiatives in higher education like NAPTEL, SWAYAM, Swayamprabha, eVidwan, etc. initiatives are there taken by the institutions. Then try to know that what is computer hardware, what is its memory, and the programming languages. Now the 9th unit is People Development and Environment. So under this unit, most of the things are being based on the environment. And as you are already aware that the environmental law is also a part of your paper 2, so prepare that well. And together with that, what you have to do is, just for the purpose of paper 1, know that what are the pollutants harming the environment, what are Millennium Development Goals, what are Sustainable Development Goals, and together with that, just know that what are the conventions and protocols which is related to the climate and the environment. And if there is any recent initiative or the recent development, then also just try to remember it. The last unit is Higher Education System. So under this, just try to prepare the list of important education committees formed post-independence. And out of the important committees, place special focus on Sam Pitroda and Kothari Commission because they were frequently asked. Next is the National Education Policy. So you must be aware about National Education Policy 2020. So know its striking features and also try to do the comparative study between NEP 2020, NEP 1986 and NEP 1968. Third subhead is UGC Act. So under this very statute, just try to know the important definitions or the important terms, like what is the concept of university, colleges or deemed university. And lastly, just try to prepare the list of accreditation bodies under the higher education. One more thing I would like to share with you is that under the syllabus, it's been given that from each unit 5 questions will be set, but that is not the fixed numbers in reality. The number of questions may vary in each unit. So for your easy reference, I have made the list of expected number of questions that could be asked from each unit based on the previous year paper analysis. So you may pause this video and understand the relevance of each unit. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and share this video with your friends and do subscribe Research Academy to get the further update.